Hi, I'm Helia, mobility coach for Njoie, and I'm here to teach you how to use your MFLEX for your glutes. All right, so for your glutes, we're gonna actually have a couple different stretches. We're gonna start on our back completely, and I wanna tell you a little bit about what your glutes actually do. The function of your glutes is to stabilize your pelvis and your femur. The function of your glutes is to rotate your leg sideways and lift it up and down. So whenever there's rotation involved, you have to make sure that you're not overusing or underusing your glutes. And a lot of times glute tightness or underuse or overuse comes up in different ways, like you get knee pain or you get hip pain or back pain. Those are all symptoms of what happens when you don't use your glutes or overuse your glutes. This is good for both. MFLEX is good for both. And what we're gonna do today is show you how to loosen the glutes and say for post-training, or if you've been sitting all day, to activate your glutes so that you have a little bit of interaction and therefore better function. Okay, so let's start sitting next to the MFLEX. You're gonna lay all the way down. Feet flat, knees up. You're gonna slide the MFLEX underneath you, right above the medius part of your glutes. So it's right above that, right underneath your low back. And first, let's just get used to this movement here. Where it is, it could cause a lot of tension if you're not used to it. So here, first find that area where you can try to relax. The hardest part of stretching and mobility is actually relaxing with your breath. So take an inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And once you're here, maybe 2 or 3 breaths in, you start to actually sink into the MFLEX. Then you can start to maybe lift one knee into your chest and hold on to it. And as you know, the MFLEX can be adjusted to hit different spots of your back. So this is a good place to be. Take a couple deep breaths here. Maybe even roll your ankles while you're here. Feels really good. Try to relax through the shoulders, pulling down away from your ears. Lower down, and let's try the other side. Different sides will feel different just naturally because they're used differently. So again, take a couple deep breaths. And go ahead and relax. To come out of it, you're gonna slide this guy from underneath you and maybe even roll to the side as you sit up. So now we're gonna try a different glute stretch with the MFLEX, and you can do it with a single head or you can do it on one side or both. It's called the figure 4 whenever you stretch in class, for example, or if you want to use the MFLEX, you're gonna, this is how you're gonna get into it. So first you're gonna have the MFLEX underneath you, and you're gonna find a nice seated position on top. So I'm only putting one glute on one MFLEX head, and I'm just gonna stay here, but I'm really gonna open up by pushing into the ground with my palms and not dumping into the MFLEX. You're gonna open up first, chest is actually open, and then you're gonna start to breathe. This is a lot more intense than it is if you have if you're laying on both heads. And then you're gonna find a tender spot. So take a couple deep breaths, then move to a different spot, a couple deep breaths, and move to a different spot. This one should feel pretty good and pretty intense.